What's it like living alone in China? Why have I become less and less social? Hi, I'm Hansen. I'm 28 years old. I live alone in China. I'm single. I have no friends, and I pretty much have no social life. A lot of people would probably think, well, if you don't really have friends, at least you can still date and meet new people. But honestly, I'm not even that interested in dating anymore. I did meet a girl before, and we went out to eat a few times. But after a few days, the whole thing just started to feel kind of weird to me. It felt like she only really cared about two things: how much money I make and how much I have in my bank account. I've never liked that kind of feeling. So little by little, I just got more used to going out alone, eating alone, and spending my weekends by myself. So today, I want to show you what a weekend looks like for me living alone in China. No filters, no fake happiness, just a regular weekend in the life of a single Gen Z guy in China. I woke up around 10, made myself some protein, got ready slowly, and then headed out. I live in Chongqing now. It's one of the most happy off cities in China right now. When I go out here, I usually take the metro, but in Chongqing, a lot of locals call it the light rail, because some of the lines really to run above the city. In China, pretty much every metro station has 3 or 4 staff members. They're doing security checks. Sometimes it does feel kind of annoying, but after a while, you just get used to it. Once the train starts moving, you can see the whole city right outside the window. It's pretty beautiful, right? This is one of the busiest shopping districts in Chongqing. In China, a lot of young people spend their weekends in places like this. I've actually been here on days before too. Sometimes we'd get her milk tea, walk around a bit, and I'd take some photos for her. That kind of weekend plans is super common for young people in China. In a lot of Chinese shopping areas, you will also see food streets like this with a more traditional style. They look lovely, and they are good for photos too. But honestly, I usually don't spend money in places like this, because the prices are normally a bit higher. Next time, I can take you guys somewhere locals actually go for snacks. I also saw this dog on the street that absolutely did not want to go home with its owner. It was so funny. This is a really famous photo spot in Chongqing. A lot of people stand here waiting for the big screen behind them to show the words "I'm in Chongqing." And that's when they take their photos. This kind of check-in culture is really common in China, especially in cities like this that are already popular online. A lot of people care about capturing that exact "I was here" moment. Taxis in Chongqing are yellow, so people jokingly call them yellow Ferraris. It's kind of a face, right? If you also see a lot of green license plates on the road in China, those are usually new energy vehicles, while blue plates are usually regular gas cars. If you came to China now, you'd probably notice right away how many electric cars are on the road. Is it like where you live too? I saw a 茶颜悦色 with a long line outside. It's Chinese tea drink brand, and right across from is a famous Starbucks. For a lot of people, drinks like 茶颜悦色 have become way more popular with young people. In China now, when you buy stuff like this, you usually have to scan a code and order first. I got a Yulan latte, which is their most popular drink. It costs 18 yuan, which is about $2.65 US. This place doesn't just sell milk tea, they also sell merch and snacks.
这个订单是5小组是不是呀？HU5小组，给的是一杯咱们的优酪拿铁，是不是呀？对。好的哟，吃点不能喝香哟，有点麻嘛。给个糖果好不好？可以尝一下，给到你，可以尝一下。是一个鸡腿包染糖酒，可以试一下，很好吃的哟。2小组，先喝。这个帮你喝香了哟。米粒儿，记得扫码哟，红了。
It has a layer of cream and crushed nuts on top. It smells really good, and honestly, it tastes really good too. There was also a whole group of people scratching lottery tickets next to me. When I first saw them, I thought they were doing some kind of competition. This place has more than 800 years of history, and you can still see a lot of old Chongqing here. When I was in college, I used to come to places like this with friends all the time. We'd find a coffee shop, sit there for the whole afternoon, and just talk about whatever. Looking back now, that time in my life actually felt pretty happy. But after graduation, everyone moved to different cities and started trying to make a living. And once you start working, you slowly realize it gets harder and harder to make real friends. There are always all these little random things to look at here. For example, there's a store full of matches inspired by navel oranges, which is actually pretty cute. There was also a silver jewelry store with smoke drifting around the entrance, so it looked kind of mysterious. When you walk in, there's even a silver dragon hanging down the hallway, which looked really cool. Inside the store, there's also a Monkey King statue, a mythological character basically everyone in China knows. And nearby, there's an old wheel with a bunch of people gathered around it. Apparently it dates back to the Ming Dynasty.
This one is almost not working. I think just for this experience.
There's also a copperware museum here, which is basically also a shop. You can go in for free, and it's full of old copper pieces that are really detailed and beautiful.
Cosplay cowgirls and numberless chats.
Sometimes I do feel like I've become more and more introverted because I don't really socialize much. But on the other hand, maybe it's also because I've slowly gotten used to being alone, so I've become even lazier about socializing. It's a weird feeling. It's like you get so used to being alone that eventually, it doesn't even feel that bad anymore. So do you ever feel scared of the loneliness that comes with not really having friends? I was planning to go eat something I hadn't had in a long time, and it wasn't too far from here. This place is one of Chongqing's most famous cyberpunk style photo spots. A lot of people come here just for the vibe and to take pictures. But honestly, I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to what this place actually inside. It's not just photo spots, there are restaurants, hotels, and pool halls in here too. It's not only a check-in location, it feels more like a piece of city life that's being packaged in a really strong visual way. This is luosifen place, which a lot of young people in China really love. It's cheap, the flavor is strong, it kinda hits you, and it feels super satisfying to eat. I got a discount deal for it on Chinese TikTok, so this meal only cost me 13 yuan, which is about $2. Back in college, I used to eat luosifen with friends all the time. After graduation, that got a lot less common. The shop itself also has this retro style. That kind of nostalgic look is really popular in China right now. Maybe people are starting to miss their past a little. Life wasn't as comfortable back then, but somehow people felt closer to each other. Honestly, a lot of people are under so much pressure from work now that they really just don't have the energy to make friends anymore. Sometimes after work, the thing you want to most isn't to meet someone new. You just want to be by yourself and have some quiet for a while. That's pretty much how I am now too. Anyway, wherever you are right now, I hope life feels a little more peaceful and a little lighter for you. Thanks for watching, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.